Hello students, today we'll continue with the chapter tissue that we already started that day, and in the last video we did plant tissue, and today we will deal with animal tissue. So coming to animal tissue, it is of four types. Animal tissue is of four types. Number one is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue. Number two is your connective tissue. Connective, that means it connects the organs. Number three is your muscular tissue, which is present in the muscles, of course, as the name suggests. And the fourth one is your nervous tissue. We also call it as neural tissue that deals with our brain and a spinal cord. So animal tissue is of four types. Number one is epithelial, number two is connective, number three is muscular, number four is neural. So firstly we will deal with the epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue, we will learn about these tissues in several parts because it will be a big video if we'll deal with all the four parts together, right? So beginning with epithelial tissue, we have to learn some of the things about it, like, let me write it again. Epithelial tissue. Where is it present? Epithelial tissue, where is it present? That means its location. So it is located in the various parts of the body, starting with the covering of our body. It lines our body. It is present underneath our skin. It is lining our skin. Then it is lining various organs. It even lines your mouth. If let us consider if this is your inside of your mouth, then the internal layer that is covering or that is lining the mouth is this epithelial tissue. Even your nose, the lining of your nose, the inside, the lining of your nose is also the epithelial tissue, right? So next is, this is its location. It is present almost everywhere. It is present, it is covering the surface of your body. It is lining various organs of your body. It is even lining your blood vessels. Blood vessel is a tube-like structure. The internal part of this tube, this is also epithelial tissue, right? Next is about its shape. Epithelial tissue, its shape. It can be flat, completely flat, or it can be cuboidal, a cuboid-like, or it can be columnar, a column-like in shape. So it can be flat, it can be cuboidal, or it can be column-like, that is columnar, right? Next is its function. So as we said that it is covering the part of the body or it is covering the internal organs, so if it acts as a cover, like we use mobile covers for covering the phone, right? What does they do? They protect our phone. Similarly, if it is lining the organ, if it is surrounding the things, it is definitely doing the task of protection. It is protecting our body, right? And if it is present inside, like say our stomach, or say it is even present in your salivary gland. So if salivary gland is secreting saliva, that means its function is also things like secretion. And if it is present in intestine, that we'll discuss later, it also does the task of your absorption. Okay, so it is protecting your body, it is secreting some things or other, or it is also absorbing some of the things. Apart from that, it also takes part in sensory perception. That means it acts as a sense organ as well. So because it is the outermost layer of your body, of your skin, so if someone touches your skin, if some hot object is being touched, so that means if somebody is sensing that stimulus, if somebody is sensing that hot object, that is your epithelial tissue. So somehow it acts as a sensory organ as well, right? Now moving towards the parts of epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is further divided into 4 parts. Number 1 is squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium. Number 2 is your stratified epithelium. Stratified epithelium. Number 3 is cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium. And last is columnar epithelium. Columnar epithelium, the column-like. These are the types of epithelial tissue: squamous epithelium, stratified epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, and columnar epithelium. Beginning with squamous. Squamous is composed of thin cells, very thin cells, and it is found in the lining of your mouth. This we said now, if it is present, something is present inside your mouth, that is epithelial tissue. The lining of your mouth is epithelial tissue. Which part of the epithelial tissue it is? It is squamous epithelium. It is also lining your blood vessels here, inside of your blood vessel. Which type of tissue? Squamous epithelium tissue. Okay. So squamous epithelium mainly does the business of protection. It is protecting the organs it is lining. Alright. Next is protection from what? Protection from any kind of injury, any kind of germs. Okay. Next is your stratified epithelium tissue. Your stratified epithelium tissue is found under your skin and even in your cornea. It is present in your skin and cornea of your eye. Cornea is part of your eye. The stratified tissue is present in both, and it forms several layers. It is not a single layer that is covering our skin. It is many layers, in the form of layers, right? Next is cuboidal epithelium tissue. This cuboidal epithelium covers some of your organs like kidney. Kidney is surrounded for protection by the cuboidal epithelium, right? However, it is also present in some of the glands, like we said, your salivary glands, the one that secretes saliva. Cuboidal epithelium is present in them as well. And the last part is columnar epithelium. It is made up of column-like cells. They're long column-like cells. Okay. Columnar epithelium is of 2 types. It is of 2 types, this columnar epithelium. One is your ciliated ciliated columnar epithelium. Another one is glandular columnar epithelium. Okay, one is ciliated columnar epithelium and glandular columnar epithelium. So ciliated is having cilia like. The columnar cells, which have some small finger-like projections over them are known as ciliated columnar epithelium. Now, where are they present? They are present inside your windpipe. So this is your windpipe. These cells are present in your windpipe. So when they always move like finger-like projections. They continually move like this. They lash out. So when something passes into your windpipe, these cells continuously keep on lashing, and if something they find is not a necessary thing that should pass through your windpipe, then they capture it. Alright, so they are acting as a protective thing. Next is your glandular. The word glandular refers to the things which secrete something, some of the secretions. So they secrete some chemical things. They are present in your stomach or your intestine. So your stomach and intestine, they secrete a lot of things during digestion, right? They secrete various enzymes. So which cells present in the stomach secrete those enzymes or those chemicals? They are glandular columnar epithelium. Alright. So epithelial tissue is of 4 types. Number 1 is squamous epithelium, which plays a role as a protective layer. Next is stratified epithelium, which is present in your skin and your cornea of your eye, form layers, again protects the skin. Number 3 is cuboidal epithelium, cuboid-like cells present outside the kidney, surrounding the kidney, also present in the salivary glands. And 4th part is your columnar epithelium. It is of 2 types, ciliated epithelium, glandular epithelium. Ciliated forms finger-like cilia, projections which plays the role in protection, and glandular are gland cells which secrete some of the things like chemicals. So this is all about epithelial tissue. In the next part, we are going to discuss the second type of your animal tissue, that is your connective tissue. Connective tissue.